What you been playing, my guy?
Over the past week, I've been just slamming Miles Morales. I was meaning to, play Miles Morales and then switch between Miles Morales and Returnal. I just got so caught up in Miles Morales that it's all I played. Played a lot of it on stream. I beat the game. I also platinumed the game in a week.
Oh, my man.
Hello.
In a week? One single week?
Yeah, 1 week, baby.
God damn.
It's the 1 week platinum. That's the Loner Cast guarantee.
What?
That's my 14th platinum. But I really like it. It's really good. I don't think I like it as much as the first Spider-Man, but as a little side story thing, I like it a lot. I think it really develops Miles' character really well. I really like the dynamic between him and his uncle. I think there's some really interesting stories to be told there. As his arch nemesis is his uncle, like that. They could have some really cool Charles and Magneto sort of dynamic there, where it's they're enemies, but they have a deep respect for each other or whatever.
Right.
I could see that in the future. Maybe not in the game, but
that's,
in the comics,
that's kind of how. That's one thing that Spider-Man has above any other superhero, right? Is solid fucking villains.
How dare you, Batman?
Villain. Okay. Every villain in Spider-Man.
What? You gonna shit on Batman's villains?
I'm gonna shit on all of them except Joker.
What? What about the Penguin?
Yeah, there's no respect there. Dr. Freeze, there's no respect there.
Mr. Freeze?
It's just Mr. Freeze.
Whatever.
Batman's just I'm gonna put you in a jail cell.
That's not true.
Freeze the planet.
Mr. Freeze is a scientist, and he's a very compassionate villain. He's a sympathetic villain. Come on.
I don't think so. Mr. Freeze has nothing.
Just
on
because
Dr.
you've only
Octavius.
seen the one with Arnold. Even the one with Arnold,
Yeah.
it's oh, he's sympathetic a bit, but whatever.
He's a fucking Thanos. He's we're on the Ice Age.
But it's because his wife or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Sandman is the same bullshit.
Sandman's great too. I love Sandman.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying though.
I love Spider-Man's villain.
You got fucking Venom. Venom's kind of
he's kind of lame.
Weird ones.
Lame.
But the people that Venom infects is kind of interesting. You got
Green
the best
Goblin.
friend who turns out into
the Hobgoblin.
You got the Green Goblin, who's his dad. You got your mentor, who's Dr. Octavius.
Your other mentor, who's the Lizard.
Right? Yeah. So Spider-Man, that's the thing about Spider-Man. It has these very close relationships with the enemy.
Yeah.
And they just pull it off so fucking well in this game.
Yeah, they do that with
and the first one too.
They do that, yeah. The Tinkerer in this game turns out to be his best friend, Finn.
Yeah. It's
slightly
spoilers. I mean,
you
can see it coming from the first mission. You're I know who Tinkerer is.
They reveal it in the first mission, though. In fairness, so
yeah. So it's oh, okay, I see where this is going. But still, then they kind of go back and they're you're my friend, and I don't want to hurt you, but this is my path and that's your path, so just stay away from me, and we'll just stay away from each other because I don't want to hurt you. And it's Spider-Man. He can't let that happen. They have better than everybody.
They have a whole Last of Us 2 where they walk through the museum. They have that kind of scene in this game where it's you and Finn walking through the museum together, and you get to see Peter Parker in there. Oh man, I was it's the guy. It's Peter Parker.
It's Peter Parker.
And Doc
yeah,
Ock.
but this is before they know.
Right.
About Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Right.
That's
But
the other. Go ahead.
No. You go.
Okay. The other thing I really like about the game is, this game is primarily focused on Miles, heavily, it is Miles' game.
Right.
Spider-Man, He's out of town.
He's out of town.
He's busy.
He's helping Mary Jane do some photography bullshit.
But they never let you forget that Spider-Man, Peter Parker, is the shit, and he's like the coolest dude.
He's the coolest fucking dude.
He's the best, and they don't let you forget that. Even though like Miles has like more powers, I guess, than
right. Well, yeah, he can go invisible, and he's got like the
electric shocks or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't let you forget that like Spider-Man, the original one, is still the shit. He could still probably kick Miles' ass.
Yeah.
And like every time that Peter shows up or has like some dialogue, you're like, this guy's so fucking cool. I can't wait to see him again. Like, I hope the next game is both of them and like you switch between the two characters.
Oh, I hope the next game introduces like it won't. It'll be a setup, but I hope they do a Spider-Verse sort of situation.
I don't think they're gonna do Spider-Verse, but like,
but they could not Spider-Verse as in like different dimensions, but Spider-Verse as in like different Spider-Men. You know,
Yeah.
It's not just Peter Parker. It's not just Miles Morales. Like,
That's just how it is in this
there's
universe,
other
yeah.
people. Like maybe Mary Jane gets bit, you know, and they introduce Spider-Woman. You know,
yeah,
that'd be pretty sweet. It'd be
I would
really
love
cool.
I'd love a Spider-Gwen game. Like if the next game is Peter and Miles and they're doing things together, which I imagine that's what it's going to be. But I think the next game is still going to be primarily focused on Peter. That's my guess.
Right. Yeah.
But like if they do that, and then at the end you get the teaser with Gwen, and then like
she has her own game.
You get like a $40 Spider-Gwen game, and then you get the next Peter Parker game, which is like the big one. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love if that's how they do it.
As long as he's still alive, you know. If he's not alive, because technically in this one he's supposed to die, because that's why Miles Morales like rises up, because like Peter Parker's dead and Miles Morales takes over for him. Right? You're looking at me like
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the history of Miles Morales, honestly.
Okay, so yeah.
I always thought he was just a different dimension. But I don't know.
No, I think it's the Peter Parker in Miles Morales' dimension dies.
Okay.
And that's why he's Spider-Man. I don't know. Anyway.
You think they're going to kill Peter in the next game?
I thought they were going to do it in the first one, even. Like,
no, they don't.
I didn't think that
they want another game with Peter because he's so cool.
He's so cool.
He's fucking cool, man.
He's so cool. Even the character redesign. What did you think of that? Did you even notice?
I did notice.
Since you haven't played the first one in a minute.
I did notice they made him more boyish. They made him like cuter, I guess.
You know, we have a friend and his name's Dale.
He looks just like
fucking Dale. He looks just like Dale, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, they made his cheeks like chubbier and like I don't know, like more. I kind of like the original design, but I got used to this one really quick.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
it's fine.
I don't know why they changed it. He looks younger, and I kind of don't
weird
like it because
he's supposed to be like in his 20s, his like late 20s, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of strange that they made him look younger, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But you get used to it real quick. And there's a scene where they're like sitting on the building together, and before I realized they were sitting on a building, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's Peter Parker. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah,
like, yeah, it was just strange jumping from that to that, but you get used to it.
Yeah, I thought the game was great. It's really short, which that's why it was $40. But there is like a lot of things to do though. Like, so like if you want a like full fucking game, you've got a full fucking game there. Like if you want to get the platinum, like it's going to take you like a good 20 hours to do.
And I have to say that the extras, the like little question marks on the map are better than the original ones. I found.
I think they're pretty equal. Yeah, they felt pretty equal.
You don't have Screwball screwing with you. Or do you? Do you have Screwball? No, you don't. Screwball's not in this one. Yeah, where she has like her... You didn't play the DLC, did you?
I didn't play the DLC.
She's in the DLC a lot.
One big problem I have, and this is just for like trophy hunters. So if you're not a trophy hunter, I don't know, fuck off. But like,
all right, no, please stay non-trophy hunters. I don't trophy hunt either.
The biggest issue is that they have a trophy for New Game Plus, which is annoying, but for this game, it's not a big deal because the story is so fucking short. There's like 6 or 7 missions. But like, you can't skip the cutscenes.
Yeah.
You can't. You can skip some of them, but like most of them, you can't skip. And it's like, bro, that's a bold move to like add a New Game Plus trophy, but not have skippable cutscenes. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. I didn't know that.
Yeah, upsetting. But the story's so good that it doesn't matter much. I do like the story a lot. It does feel a little rushed in places. Also, little bit spoilery here. But Finn's brother, right, Rick, ends up dying. Spoilers, and that's why she becomes like the person.
Tinkerer.
But they were hinting at him having some sort of disease that Roxxon was like,
at fault for,
and they kind of hint at that, and they never really explore that much. And I wonder if there was more to that, and they cut it out of the game because of COVID. I wonder if there was like a whole like subplot of people getting sick and like
they already had that though.
Pandemic sort of thing.
They already had that in the first game.
Yeah,
but I think it would be like a little too much if
I don't know. It was just weird. It was a weird move that like they hinted at this, but they never really explored it, and then he just like gets murked by it. It almost felt like that scene where he dies was added.
He was just dying. He was
right.
Like he had like.
But wouldn't it have been more
liver failure, but in the worst, like the super liver failure?
Wouldn't it have been more like heartfelt if it was like he died of the disease that Roxxon gave him, and then like Finn is like, okay, now I need to stop them. But like together they were already working on like stopping them.
Yeah.
But like, what if it's like he died because of them and this disease, and now she's trying to get them? I feel like that would have made more sense.
But then you wouldn't have the character development for Troy Baker's character.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be this is your big bad of the game. It would be this company is the big bad of your game. Like you're not fighting a person. You're fighting.
You'd still have all the stuff with him and like the Roxxon army or whatever, and you'd still have everything would be the same except for that one scene where he dies. Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I thought it was really good. I'm excited for the next Spider-Man game, like really fucking excited.
Yeah, they're so good. They're so fucking good. Insomniac does it right.
And there's some jank as well to the game, a little bit. This has turned into a Miles Morales spoiler cast out of nowhere, but that's okay. There's some jank to the game, but I don't mind it that much. It's fine.
Like what was janky for you?
I don't know. You just like clip through things sometimes.
Okay, so you're lying. Okay, cool. I'm just fucking with you.
No, you clip through things and you like jump off of things. I don't know. It's a little janky. I feel like this is a game we'll come back to in like 10 years and be like, oh, this is a little janky.
What suit did you use to do the New Game Plus?
Oh, the black and gold one. It's just
black and gold one.
It's just
you didn't want to go with the Bodega Cat?
I do like the Bodega Cat, but I prefer that black and gold one. It just looks so cool. I also like the one. I don't know if you got this one, but if you do all of the his uncle, what's his uncle called? The Prowler. If you do all the Prowler stuff, you get this Prowler suit.
Yeah, that one's okay.
And it's like green and purple. I really like that suit too.
I think my favorite one was I really liked the Daft Punk one. That one's pretty cool.
That one's cool.
I used that one for a while.
There was one, the weird like robotic sort of one. And literally, like if you do a finisher, like fucking legs come out, and you do like a different kind of finisher. That threw me for a loop, but it was really cool.
The same thing with the Bodega Cat one. If you do a finisher in the air at some point, like the cat jumps out of the backpack and scratches them on the face, and then like goes back in. Yeah, it's super cute, and So I'm assuming there's more like specific ones, but yeah, those were cool.
Yeah, it's a great game though. Really good,
super good.
Play it.
Yeah,
apparently it's selling really well.
It did turn into a little fucking spoiler cast.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna clip that out and post it on the channel by itself.
All right. That's cool.